perfect timing from T1. The pinch is right there.
Oh no!
They're starting one for
alone.
Easy pops off.
Oh! Snake bite being prepped for B main, but Rossi's not gonna have the time for it. It's a jump.
Oh, beautiful stacks. It's on you, man. And Zaya.
Zaya player. Let's one pass. He actually.
Hello my friend, Valorant Mundi here and welcome back to my channel. In this video, we will enjoy the best plays and moments from VCT Pacific Stage 2. Between the best team in the world, the winners of Master Shanghai, GENG, versus the legendary organization, now it's STAX, one of the biggest names in the history of Korean FPS, T1. This game, my friends, is and will always be legendary.
Here we go, man. Yo, this map is so good for GENG. It's crazy for me that T1 decides to play it. Maybe they have a plan, bro.
Map control wise, it's gonna be a little bit different because you're relying on
STAX, man. One of my favorite players. I'm not gonna lie. This guy is a legend, man. In my eyes, one of the best ever.
But the lurk is still on A, so really just waiting to see, does GENG push out to clear out information? That's something that GENG's very good at, on reading those timings. Right now, T1 just want to get a better read on the positioning out here. The rendezvous baiting it out. And that's a trade from Izu. 1 for 1, though. And now it's going to be no Viper on the side of GENG, but of course, no Omen for T1. So the smoke's already dwindled on both sides.
Yeah, it's a great exchange. A little bit
it's so good here,
to
man.
Either side, but at the same time, just a bit more control for T1. They're trying to wait to see if GENG wants to trade even further. Yeah. So slowly moving up.
This is perfect for them, right? I mean, it's all as intended.
Nice shot.
They did have mid control, and yes, you split the numbers, but you still have to hit the first shot. And Lakia continuing his performance right where he left off in Shanghai. Trying to really establish himself as the Lakia of Valorant, as they say.
30 seconds left.
I mean, the crosshair placement, GENG, they prepared, they're reading this. They knew T1 is kind of slowly inching up towards it. That's why every single player from GENG are holding these backwards positions alongside the crosshair placement.
Texture, he shines in this position.
Yeah.
There's only
10 seconds left.
I expect a history, man.
Dwindling down, counting down. It's 1v1s. Izu, good movement.
Oh my god, his flash, bro.
Actually wins out against Texture.
Joke.
The left-right movement favoring the rookie of T1. And now it's a 3v3.
For the retakes. Bit of information already from STAX. The rest of the team from GENG starting to rendezvous alongside Karon. I mean, they're going to have to make use of both Heaven as well as screens, right?
I mean, you have the space, you have to use it, but the big question is how are you able to buy time around Izu here? Karon just has to keep him tied up so the main forces can go in, and it's perfect!
Good retake, man. Good retake.
They win the 2v2 from Heaven, and at that point, there is just nothing Izu can do. And now Saya player still just holding on to mid, and that's going to be the thorn. Okay, Munchkin going to get a free clear, but the perfect timing from T1. The pinch is right there.
Oh no! He still gets the kill. Okay, that's fine.
Finally stabilize onto the kill onto Texture. Things are getting a little messy across both sides, but T1 comes out on top. 4-1 on the remaining members. Meteor, you have to save this rifle. You're already on the other side of the map.
One starts to push down. It's all down to Meteor with his Soul Phantom can stop them. Good bit of movement from Texture too, but it's going to be really tricky.
No,
Meteor has to stay alive. Pops off the cage, tries to play around elbow. Teammates already around screens. They're starting one for alone. Izu pops off.
They're well played, bro. Well played, man.
A good spray. It's all down to
well played, Izu.
He's going to head up towards Heaven instead. Walking through the toxic screen weakens them a little. It's a lot of noise. Munchkin definitely hears it.
Oh, this is...
what is this?
Now, here's the thing, is that this is somewhat of a blind read. It's a good one.
Okay,
off
Karon.
of all the indirect information. 10 seconds.
10 seconds left.
Good hit. Manages to hold down the off angle. First thing goes through, but then it's trade from STAX. Karon has arrived on the scene in time, but he needs to buy more time for the rest of the team to arrive.
He's so good, man. That was insane.
Throws Karon off. Now the retake in a 3-on-4. Munchkin trying to find any line of sight, but T1 is not giving it to him.
T1.
Man, that was so clean by Izu.
Is safest. Gets the good spot from Izu as well. Now Saya's going to have his crosshair strained. He does get cleared out, and now it's going to be all 1v1s. The timing favoring GENG. Still a 2v2. STAX. Izu. STAX good for one, and Izu down to a 1v1. You just have to play time. STAX, he's been in these positions before.
All right.
Going against Munchkin. Munchkin has to hold at least that. He's got one shot, but Stax will
Stax,
clear
man.
the 3K as T1
My
leads
boy.
1-2 on the attack.
It seems like a small thing, but it's so much pressure against GENG, who wants to play off of information. Now they have the adaptations as they string out along that
Unity by
trailblazer.
Rossi, man.
Rossi, though, taking down Texture.
What is those
No
things playing? What is those
GENG.
things playing?
Really just waiting for the reactions across the map. The
What is
comp
happening?
have to be really good across all 10 members in the server right now.
What is happening?
Too many targets as T1 just absolutely swarmed the site. Paranoia
30
will get
seconds
dodged
left.
by one of the members. Stax still has his vision. He peeks out on the wide swing, takes down Meteor, and it's just Karon. He's done some crazy things before, but not today.
Timeout.
You know this has to be a B head.
And that's such a good read from GENG as well. Keeping the weight on B.
Oh, you don't expect
A little bit of
this.
pressure towards mid two, but what a way to hold the up angle just around the edge of the smoke. Karon firing off as well.
Oh my god, Russ is on fire, bro.
Pretty good
Woo!
support, but now he's another one.
Oh, he almost got it, dude. That would be insane.
Shuts him down.
Now, Gen
Okay,
G has the
Stax
space,
knows.
but if you wait here, you give time for T1 for the rotate. So it's going to be continued pressure with the Trailblazer.
Oh man.
It's a good snake bite, being prepped for B main, but Rossi, he's not going to have the time for it. It's a jump.
Oh, beautiful Stax.
Gets two, holds his ground.
down, B.
And now it's a pinch, a crossfire here for T1, but Meteor.
This- what?
Crosshairs are trained.
What is this saying, man? How I got trained?
He holds it down, and now back to a 2-on-2. Lakio's a little bit low. What is T1's game plan? The spike,
the spike.
has been dropped around the site. They're trying to listen for any
This is
cues
huge.
for them to go through.
Saya's
At the
waiting
same
for the
time,
push
though,
out.
gotta keep in mind,
He knows.
Izu is right behind. Saya holds down the angle, gets the
He's so
frag.
low,
Lakia
though.
down
He
to
knows,
21 HP,
man.
tries to swing
Dude,
around,
the
but
awareness of
Lakia
Zaya.
knows. You said it, Will.
That would be a very risky position for him.
Execute though.
Just hiding out on that east side, has to back off, but Saya
Oh my
trying to
God,
reposition
he
off the
tagged
guard
Lakia.
line, uses here for the
Okay.
trade, plays it safe, gets out with his life. Lakia took a huge hit as well, down to 35 HP, but
Oh, me too.
the trademark, it's not going to get the ping anymore, Izu. You're not safe here on Heaven. A-site taken over. Excurate, where can he reposition to? Using the smokes to mask his position.
30 seconds
Goes
left.
inside, the pop flash, the check is good from Lakia. Paranoia,
Oh
which
my
way is
God.
it? Excurate, you're
What is
surrounded.
happening here, man?
Can you get the wins? The tops the screen, it's absolutely vision as Meteor will pick it up with the classic.
Great way to pick things off. Rossi
Yeah, they
tries
want
to
to
get a
run,
little
man.
bit more
Stax gotta
space,
save, bud.
Ultimately denied.
And this is where you start to see the big difference between the Cypher and the Chamber as well, right? Because, yeah, you might have the operator, but you have to be able to get the kills. And so GENG,
Oh, he didn't see, didn't see.
free right now. Texture goes all the way above, but they haven't quite cleared Rossi.
Only one.
He will get one, but Texture opens up the site. They've already got the crossfire. He's trained onto it, but the high-low, Izu good with the Sheriff, and Meteor will cover the flank. There is an operator on the
Winnable,
side of
T1.
T1. Do they want to go for this
Oh,
retake?
Munchkin getting healed.
See if they can maybe pick up any weapons.
Still.
Clean shot from Saya.
This
but no
round would be
rifles,
huge, man.
Easily recoverable.
Still a big pickup nonetheless. GENG continues to peek
Big
out.
him,
I
man.
mean, Lakia, yes,
What are you
got
doing?
you won the duel the last round, but you can't keep testing your luck like that. Now Munchkin all alone. The spike still hadn't been planted just yet. Like GENG knew they were surrounded. 3v1. Munchkin, the IGL. He's been in this position so many times for GENG to pull the rabbit out of the hat. 30 seconds to do it.
T1 knows they don't have to do anything.
30 seconds left.
There's absolutely no need. Uh-oh. The guiding light, and now they know he hasn't stuck it, so they will wait another 20 seconds. That's the second tap. You know you still have more time. There's the jump.
The
and there
triple
it is, the
pack.
perfect
Well
time
played,
to
T1, man. After this game, we will have
GENG
Paper
trying to
Wax
split them up.
versus Talon Sports, my friend.
Train for it. There's the showstopper, not missing a single beat. Does he check right under? Oh, no, there's an opportunity here for Stax, and he gets
Okay, got you, that's
Oh
good.
my gosh, I was holding my words right there to the very end. Texture sure trades it out. But the
Oh, he saw the gun. Saw the gun. Flash, flash.
He's got to keep up the
Well
move.
played, man.
And Excurate is there for the support. And
Oh,
once
be careful
again,
with
it's
this man.
3v1. This time the rookie of GENG. But
likes this, bro.
experience in spades across the world as he tries to prove himself as one of the best once again here in Pacific. Reposition with the Shrouded Step, trying to isolate the angles.
Oh my
Tries
god,
to
oh my
get
god, oh my
one.
god, oh my god, oh my
He
god, oh my
gets
god.
one. Rossi low, down to 46 HP. The
Gold.
smoke to make sure.
Dude, it's
that
gold.
only one angle. The reposition. The gears are turning for Karon.
They're surrounding him.
He's waiting for it. He's banking on the fact that they have to funnel in from one side towards the spike. He'll clear the other angle first, and he'll wait. Just believes that it's going to be the fake. He can't check the spike. They're not on it just yet. He knows they actually coming from the same direction.
Oh my god!
And T1,
He says a flash!
This dude is a fucking genius, man.
Paranoia sent. Has to just play for time, and now Karon will not give the angle. And it's going to be Karon.
Oh my god, bro. This kid is insane, man. Insane, bro.
Monster! Just
He's not normal, man. That's not normal. He's not normal, man. Rookie.
Sends them down to
Winner of Master Shanghai.
1v3. It was an unwinnable scenario, and he just isolates the angles, plays
Oh my
around his
God,
smoke
man.
so carefully.
And I knew he was going to win, bro. I knew it.
What a monster. I mean, the absolute decisiveness that he has.
Timeout.
But Trademark's still there. 2 members up in Evan as well. And GENG hears his meteor.
What?
Uh-oh. The ultimate. Can he find him? All right, Izu. He re-clears it. He's in a little bit of trouble, but he is going to be able to buy time. The Seekers coming through, so GENG, they have to wait.
That was nice, man.
He knows that it has to be another member already up in Evan. The clear is good. The guiding lights coming out on both sides as Munchkin starts to crawl in. They haven't cleared the site just yet. Izu, he's just going to give the plan. He wants the kills. He wants to dwindle the numbers. The 3K from the Rays. And Munchkin finds himself in familiar territory against 3 members of T1. Spike down this time.
This new generation of Korean players, man. They're pretty good, man. Pretty good. Izu, Karon, Flashback. Oh my god, man.
They knew that this match was coming up. They've been watching the games. They've been coming up with plans.
Yeah, people
Right
who
now we're
study
seeing just how
GENG a lot,
effective they
man.
are. This outlaw can block off so much. The rest of the team doing their job and getting the information. Rossi might feel
he's
a bit
alive?
pressure with
He's
a
alive.
pistol
With
shot,
HP?
but he's still alive. That's right. Tries to swing back to recorrect his aim, but Karon
STAX?
will be able to take him down with that sheriff. Now it's a
He knows
high-low
they're there.
setup. STAX gonna have to wait for his teammates. They are on site.
They have his back. They're able to cover the entry in from main. Now the screen comes up, though. The Paranoia Trailblazer to make sure that they trade time for time. Meteor,
This guy's with the
meanwhile,
sheriff, man.
side. But now it's going to be GENG. They have to commit to it. Izu goes
Yo,
in.
this
The
is on
screen
fire,
transfer
man.
is clean.
Look at Munchkin, man. What was that?
2 taps.
1 for 1, Meteor, 5
Saya
HP.
will answer back. 5
30
HP
seconds
for
left.
Meteor.
No way.
Yeah, there's no way, right?
Choice for Saya player. And he only needs
Actually,
a single bullet. He'll
Meteor
with
too,
the
man. He
Hunter
just
little
needs
bit
a
quicker.
single
Will
bullet, man. One
stand here.
headshot and he wins the round.
I don't know way Meteor makes it out of this one. No freaking way. Saya.
There's
he's
no
going
time.
right
HP
around
doesn't
the
matter
room.
here,
He's
man.
just playing for time. 10 seconds left.
10 seconds
Meteor
left.
has to go for the spike plant, and he
Oh,
will.
he can play the hot shot position now. I don't like that decision by Zaya. He's giving the chance.
Cannot be main. He's just gonna wait.
Just
He
play the
knows.
headshot position, bro.
With the low
I
HP,
would
he
pick.
can't go for a long range duel. Trying to draw it in.
No way.
Zaya's trying to time it on the cam. He saw
He's gonna
it.
hide here?
Gets spotted. And Saya knows, but Meteor the reposition. It's so good. Trying to use it against him. Hides right under the rafters.
No
Saya,
way.
do you suspect this? It's
No
so
way.
hard to read. Saya, he gets the flick onto Meteor. He may not have had the read, but boy, does he have the reaction. And there's a little celebration as he brings T1 to map point.
GENG could actually just head over mid to B
Oh,
instead.
but the mind games from T1.
God,
The
oh my
operator
God.
makes it seem like it's going to
Oh,
be
the
strong
flash was
side.
perfect.
Over here, and
She
now
should've
GENG,
shot
they will be able
Mount,
to
I think.
clear heaven. 2 members left on the site. The smoke
30
to try to
seconds
give an
left.
angle for Exterior.
God.
His position gets red, and Karon will answer back. Izu, he's trying to come through,
What is
but
that
he gets
movement?
stopped on the tripwire.
Stacks
And
huge,
Stax
huge.
Trying to
You got
just
the-
throw every heroics he has ever learned throughout his career as a veteran.
Oh my
Holds on
god.
to the
What?
site.
That's huge, man.
Meteor breaks through. Texture as well. It's all on Stacks. Low AC,
Oh
he can't
my
recover.
god,
And it's
bro.
going to be high-low. 3 members from GENG remaining.
Timeout.
All 5. It's a full stack.
GG
Taking
or
space
OT,
one-on-one
man.
with the utility.
Got the showstopper, bro.
Looking
That's
for a reaction.
huge.
They see the smoke, and here comes the double blast pack with
Oh,
the
the
showstopper.
stopper.
Sends it
Oh, he
down, but
missed.
doesn't find the kill, and it's going to be answered back from Stacks. They do clear out Exterior from elbow. Texture
Woo.
fighting out in the open, and he still goes
And he
for
was
3
low,
with
man. He was 7
so
HP.
much HP.
Oh my
Now
god,
he
bro.
heals
This
back
guy,
up.
man. What a machine, man. What a
Texture.
incredible player.
Stuff that we saw
He's
in
gonna
the
get the ace.
There it is, now
4K.
Oh
onside
my
for the ace.
god,
The
bro.
front path. The way he
Just
reads
play
the map, the way
Sky
he knows where to swing, where
and
to
Sage
be,
and keep
and his
healing this
teammates
man.
there just to
Let
back
him kill
up as
everyone.
well. Down to the
I
last
put him
one,
right now too, man.
Player only has an
Oh
off
my god,
for
dude.
this. Can he make it happen?
Yo, Team 1, they're gonna
always been
get
the
so
best
tilted,
tool for
man, if
Zion
they lose
player.
this map, bro. I can already
But having
say.
to move
It's
against
Gen
3
G.
members. Yep. 3 champions coming off of a hot streak in Shanghai. Saya looks to isolate it. It's a rough angle for him.
Oh,
There's
no
way
ace,
you
no
win
ace,
that
but that's
one.
fine, man.
As
What
Lakia
incredible
will
4K
clean
for
up the
texture,
round.
man. And he missed the ult.
Lakia maybe teasing us a little bit with a little deja vu of
We
using
played this time?
ultimates after rounds. We had a little bit of the whoopsie over on Lotus at Shanghai.
Okay, nice.
He has spoken about it himself on his own stream, but right now,
Oh, if he
the
extra
map
got
not
this
over
kill,
yet. You
man.
can't laugh about it just yet as we now head into overtime between these two Korean teams.
Timeout.
I'm on B. Still have the tripwires as well, the guiding light. It does get a tag right at the end, and that's the sign for Lakia to back all the way up. Play a double team here in the site. Charon's going to get pushed off just for the time being. Paranoia will keep him tied up behind the box. Spray through the smoke. Does he connect with the last split?
Oh my god. Oh my god, bro.
Just absolutely shuts down the push into the site. Meanwhile, Saya, sure, you're trying to make an opening,
It's
but
so
he gets
hard to win
meteor,
against this
turns
team,
on
man.
the snap on the minimap. Makes the call to his teammates. They're ready for it. And Munchkin, a little bit late on picking up his weapon, but there's only 10 seconds left. All Meteor needs to do
10
is
seconds
take
left.
down the spike.
Look at
And he
him,
will
man.
wait. It's just going to be salt in the wounds to STAX as T1 gets shut down off of their only timeout.
Mappy
First
point for
round of
GENG.
overtime. See the smoke come out, so Genji
that's
knows something is
30
up. They
seconds
know
left.
that there's something waiting for them.
Okay.
Meanwhile, it's a double team at the entrance of B. So Genji, they don't really have a choice. They have to go through where they still have the numbers
Oh,
advantage.
it's great. It's on you, man.
Looking to
And
push
Zaya.
it. Saya player lets one pass. He actually gets it. Snaps onto him through the scope.
Meteor.
Rendezvous out. Now only 10 seconds left. Saya still gets one, but the site has been cleared out. And Saya pushes
my
out.
God, what a
He is
run by
looking to
Saya.
Stop Genji. Now a 2v1. Lakia all on his own. Doesn't have his ults just yet. Wants to isolate the 1v1s. Wants to get the
Oh
first
my
pick, but
god,
Rocky
Zaya,
puts
that
rounds
was
move
insane,
fast.
dude.
Saya player picking up where he left off.
Man,
making
he's
things
safety
happen for
one,
Team
bro.
As they tie it up once more.
Big, heavy punches from
Man, the
Zion
first
player.
shot was
1,
crazy.
2, and
Was
3.
crazy.
Switching
It's
sides.
just painful for
Overtime.
Gen
Wanna
Z
see
as they
again, please,
tried
please.
Going for that quick rotation
Thanks.
over, couldn't quite make it happen. I mean, the setup, you might have thought
This is
that he
the Overwatch player, right?
had the numbers, but because of his positioning, because of
It's
his
yes player or never hit that man.
initiative reaction so quickly,
Holy
snapping
shit.
The tripwires there to make sure they don't get taken out by a single paint shell as the Paranoia gets spotted, but Izu swings out. However,
On the
Genji,
other side.
they dwindle the numbers across the map. Still ahead
Good
for
pick, man.
B2 now as Charon stops Izu in his tracks. Once again, STAX and Saya player on that double team. Two veterans playing across multiple teams, multiple records on their own. But can they make the impossible happen against 4 members of Genji?
Oh my god, Will, it's just too darn difficult. I don't see it happening. Look at so much vision, so much information,
One
and the
enemy
positions as
remaining.
well.
Okay, put
Karen
us on
is
the
left
cover.
undetected. And of
Well
course,
played,
a
man.
simple headshot to bring them over out on top 14 to 13.
26 kills for Izu.
No information
Having a
on
great
Mens.
game,
I
man.
mean, Izu's in a bit of danger zone.
Uh-oh.
He's going to be in no man's land out here on ramps. He just has to win this fight. STAX actually rotating back over to B as they think that it's just going
Oh
to be
my
the
God,
Cypher
oh my
with the
God.
Cyber cages.
I'm worried about X-Gear.
Okay.
Izu has too many things to look at. He needs to win.
that was hard for him, man. So many places to look.
All alone on the site. STAX. Has he been sighted? Perhaps
Too
not,
much.
but now they know for sure he's already on
swings.
the site. He gets one, and XQ swings out.
Spike down
Tries to get
A.
extra trades.
Extra
STAX
trade.
taken down. XQ all alone on the site. Trying to isolate angles. Waiting for them to creep in. There's the noise. It's just set up for Munchkin as he has been wrapping around, and XQ has no idea.
It's
Waiting
happening,
for
man.
pressure to peek out.
Oh, they were trying to play it safe in case there was another rotation from Gen G, but it just hurts them in the back. A little bit of a fumble from.
Texture has the showstopper to buy time, man. He's just waiting to see where they're coming from.
The Pride, the Tigers, they continue to claw forward.
Oh,
Now
this
all they
is
got to do
GG,
watch
bro.
this
This is
fight.
GG.
Texture
There's
has
nothing
the
they can do,
showstopper.
man.
It is too darn difficult.
Yeah,
There
just
it
to buy
is. He
time.
pops it off.
Buying for time.
Okay,
Gets
got the kill.
For his troubles.
Saya again.
And this might just be GENG
Oh.
reminding T1.
Yeah, they have their chance, bro. They have their chance.
His first international trophy is Saya. Trying to make
No
the
time.
impossible happen, but time
No
has
time, no
already
time.
ticked too far. And Karon knows it.
No.
Saya,
Cold,
hands
bro.
off the mouse and
Cold.
keyboard as GENG
GG! That's why they're best in the world, man.
13 victory on T1's choice of split.
Not the way I expected things to go, given how the first half went.
They know that they can now pressure them onto that A side, but the paranoia's on both sides. Excurrent
Okay.
will probably take down two as Rossi comes in, eventually getting taken down by Meteor. Now a 2v2, but Spike down in tree alongside Excurrent.
Still very careful. It was a little bit chaotic for a second there, but back onto it.
Oh,
Excurrent
no.
fights back. Karen with a sudden swing out against STAX, though. And that's enough damage. Excurrent still trying to maintain control over tree with a frenzy. Saya player arriving just on time from the back. Excurrent swings
You're right,
out
man.
frenzy.
What a
It's
round,
good for
bro.
Now, but the burst not enough on towards Karen. It is a one-on-one where Saya is full health, though.
Saya, here's a door. He just needs to wait, and there it
Good
is.
style, man.
Still have paranoia too. You know you want to clear tree, so I wonder if that's what the game plan is. Saya just holds down the angle and takes the shot. Not too bad. GENG still in a good spot though. They might be able to play something through the smoke. There's the paranoia.
Oh,
Rossi goes
reloading,
for the
bro.
push. Not good enough though. Lakia reactions fast enough. Spike's timer dwindling down and Extra cannot hold it down. But the penetration! That's the kills, but GENG picks up the round off of the Spike.
To try
Who
to
check
push
STAX
through,
there?
and
I
now
don't think he
Rossi
will,
just
man.
looking to buy time alongside STAX. STAX
They won't
has
check
one
here,
job.
man.
It's to dwindle the numbers.
Oh, they're gonna
but
be, they're gonna
GENG
be.
Oh my god, time.
One more in their sleeves.
Oh!
It's a 3-site map, baby. And they do have one more option. It's going to be that B site.
10 seconds
STAX
left.
a little too late on that information. Karon was ready for it.
3 sites. GENG uses every single one, and now all they got to do is to hold these exits and look at the map. I mean, you've got Karon watching A. You've got every single other player watching Waterfall, watching Heaven.
Oh.
If anything's going to make it happen, it's got to be the showstopper. He's got to find a bit of value. Gets the first one, but GENG trades so quickly. 3 players gone from
Oh,
Team
he's
1.
gotta save the
And all
up,
that's
man.
left is
But
Side
look at
player.
Texture.
Valuable weapon in hands. He's got to try to keep it in the hands of T1.
Oh, here's a blast pack, dude. He knows. He knows Texture's on the hunt. Saya waiting for it. Just hedging his bets that it's going to be the peek around water, but now he hears the footsteps. Trying to stay alive with the up.
That's huge,
Tries to
man.
make sure he gets the better angle. GENG, they look pretty committed, though. They're trying to clear everything out. Okay, they'll open the door. Now, is this a fake or is it a rotate over to B? That's the big question for T1. As Excurrent gets tagged behind the box, he goes down. And STAX, he's all alone. The trademark not going to stop enough as he goes down. Tour de Force online, though. The slow will protect him. The spam's
Izu.
coming in from Izu. As iPlayer knows his job is just to cut off the backup support.
Woo!
And a 3
Saya
with
player.
the Chamber Ultimate to lead to a thrifty. That showstopper for Texture as well. The paranoia, that's his one big hope. And then the snake bite to cut off the backup. But it's going to be a pretty deep blast pack. And T1's not expecting it. They're already in the site by the time you hear the utility. GENG's been doing this a lot in Master Shanghai as well, as now all the util dump goes through. Izu, they'll trade Paint Shell for Paint Shell. The Fades both eating it in full.
Okay.
Now a 3v3, but Saya player a little bit far from the action. Meteor already routing out the main forces of T1.
I mean, that was plan A, right? Was for Excurrent alongside Rossi. Now plan B, Saya might be able to pull up a bit of a flank. Still, though, the rest of the team has
Okay.
to stay alive long enough
Meteor,
on the side. Rossi's
1v2.
doing a pretty good job so far. Saya lands a shot from behind on towards Karon, but do they know where Meteor is? They're clearing the site, and they see that he isn't here. Should have an
Good
inkling.
pick, man.
Saya
Yo,
has the
Zaya's
site
playing
straight
insane,
down
bro.
And puts Meteor
12
down
kills.
to the ground.
Yeah, very, very patient. Really carrying the kills in both kills for T1. I mean, if you can still funnel them to Saya every round, sure, let him have all the kills. And right now, he's going to have to as his backup goes down. Saya
he's hitting
will
all the
trade one
shots.
for one. Has to reposition quickly with the operator, has to buy time. As backup tries to arrive, Izu sprinting as fast as he can. Saya still all alone, Shrouded Step as well, and GENG still toying with B side. T1 just can't make up their mind, but Saya
he's
is
on
focused
fire,
in,
bro.
knows his mission is to protect the C site. He's gonna go.
He's carrying so hard, man.
Cloud tries to go for a double, but Izu will be there for the trade.
Oh my god, that's
He knows he
great.
can afford it because his teammates are
I don't think he'll play Chamber anytime soon, man.
Has been spotted. He's going to push up front now. Rossi with the Odin knows the pull-out animations a little bit longer, so he falls back just to reroute back to his teammate. The spike is down, and that is their objective.
Yeah, Rossi going for that decision, and he makes the correct
What a
call.
run by
Boy, oh
Zaya,
boy, 'cause
man.
if he had just
I wanna
lost
see it again, bro. Not gonna lie, that was
for free,
insane.
wouldn't have been the round they wanted. They will pick up the value weapons. The operator in the
6-3.
in hand. Saya absolutely
for each
hero.
side.
Izu with 12 and 6 himself as well.
Both teams can
Doing their
buy.
best as the fraggers for this squad of T1.
I mean, okay, strats-wise,
That read was so good, man.
everything's awesome, but look at this frag! How does he have the confidence to just push out of a
Yeah, get that, bro.
And flick. The Viper's Pit still gives a little bit of comfort for Rossi to hold on to Seaside alone. Prowler tries to scout him out. There's the showstopper. He's going to hide away from it, and Texture gets the read. He knows he has to be somewhere outside of the pit, but he can't quite find him, and he's already all the way through, tries to run and gun. He's a little bit desperate to dwindle the numbers, but it's not enough. 3v3 spike will get planted for GENG.
Not too shabby. I love that decision-making from Rossi, but back to the matter at hand. Now it's going to be T1 with a retake. Where is the rest of GENG going to be? You have to expect that some of them might be on site, not at the same time. Lakia has that Nightfall. He sends it through. He has robbed T1 of their
the
hero.
beta.
Now the rest of them.
What?
Izu, great heads up duel as he pushes through the door. Takes Texture down. Might just be able to play alongside
was
his
a nice
teammate,
pick,
but
bro.
unfortunately,
Something
Texture
pick.
goes down. It's alongside this Odin now as STAX fires on through. Karen has to watch his back, has to watch every angle possible, and it's just a little bit too much before STAX comes down raining bullets upon them.
Timeout.
Showstopper to push out Seaside. GENG, you have been corralled into one part of the map. Showstopper spots the turret. He's going to use it just to clear it. Doesn't mind, doesn't need to get a kill because now they have the information. GENG stuck at the door in tree. Paranoia out just to keep him locked in further.
Oh,
You should run.
spring through with that Odin. Lockdown being called in though, but GENG still trying to keep their options open, but they have to watch their backs.
Oh, and
Nice,
Rossi
man. That feels
taking
good,
lead.
bro.
And even gets the lockdown right at the end in the last half
What a run, man. Yo,
And now
Team one?
GENG struggling to find an opening. They will
I'm amazed, bro.
flawless to wrap it up. Showstopper to push out Seaside. GENG, you have been corralled into one part of the map. Showstopper spots the turret. He's going to use it just to clear it. Doesn't mind, doesn't need to get a kill because now they have the information. GENG stuck at the door in tree. Paranoia out just to keep him locked in further.
Oh,
You should run.
spring through with that Odin. Lockdown being called in though, but GENG still trying to keep their options open, but they have to watch their backs.
Oh, and
Nice,
Rossi
man. That
taking
feels good,
lead.
bro.
Even gets the lockdown right at the end in the last half
what a run,
second.
man. Yo,
And now
Team
GENG
one?
struggling to find an opening. They will
I'm amazed, bro.
flawless to wrap it up. Rossi around. He's been very good about trading for Saya player. On confirms presence. Double swing out, and Izu, he's caught with it. Survives with 22 HP. GENG, they are not getting the advantages they wanted. Munchkin all the way down to 14, and now you say, all right, well, at the very least, A-Site's definitely not the
yeah,
strong
this
side, I'll
is
tell you
basically
that.
GG if they win.
Incredibly patient. And yeah, it's going to be a
Or no.
little bit tricky. Tough for our
That's a GG
predictors,
and also
guessing game predictors as well, but right now, just
can
trying
always
to hold
come
the
back.
off angle. Karen playing around the toxic screen, so much pressure, gets tagged up by Rossi Sheriff. The rest of the
Especially after map number
pushing
one.
into the site.
Never doubts, guys.
Lakia has arrived.
30 seconds left.
Is it going to be enough to deny that Spike Plant doesn't have the vision? He's gonna have
Talking
to wait for the
about
rest of the
comeback,
team.
did you guys see that
William.
Liu?
Yeah, Izu's pretty weak.
Will not play on stage 2?
First, Lakia still good for the kill. 2v3. It is doable. It's a little difficult, but doable for GENG. However, Execure's position in the smoke. Lakia, he has a suspicion. He's got the read, but he doesn't have the shot. And now only 14 HP for GENG to try to bring out the pistol. Munchkin
There's no
brings
way,
it down
right?
to 2. The Spike's not in a position he would prefer. The Han's going to spot him. They know he's sticking the half, and Team
Then
one
to 3.
take both.
It can happen though.
Karen.
As the timer goes down to 30, that's when GENG rotates back over just to check the sudden hit onto the A site now. And the
Oh my
pressure is
god, they got
on the
destroyed,
Izu
my
getting
friend.
their own. Now pushing even further, getting the timing
Look,
on
crazy.
He was not expecting them to be
They
there
just play rank, bro.
upstairs at that time at all. Now it's all down to Munchkin. This is very much
Man,
gonna be
this
now
could
map
be a
point
2-0 for T1, man.
Being picked up. Might have been able to hear that, but Munchkin won't greed for it.
Next
Here's the
map
thing. I mean,
will
sure,
be
you'd love to take the
Sansa.
operator out of their hands, but more
Gotta
than
sell
anything, you gotta
Munchkin.
make sure you have something
Maybe
to work
point for
with
T1.
for the opportune moment. We'll have to see, but for now, can't really ever count STAX out. Sees one, tries to isolate the 1v1. He's successful. Gets one. Meanwhile, he should still have audio himself, but as he's peeking around, finds another one.
No way.
Down to a 1v2. STAX with a triple, but
There is no way he hit this shot, man. There is no fucking way.
Just as he went for the jump peek.
Oh
Getting a
my
little bit more
god,
information
man.
Time out.
GENG wants to go for the re-clear. They need information. They're waiting for a quick trade angle here. Munchkin, he swings out, gets one. Messiah is quick on the trigger.
30 seconds
And numbers
left.
advantage still for T1 as they are on the doorsteps of the map win. But the showstopper comes online, has to send it the paranoia. He's not going to find the target fast enough. Execute it from above, all down to Karon with a bulldog and half armor. He's on the site. 13 seconds. If he can get, oh, he cannot get anything as Saya player answers back and brings T1 to a map 3 against GENG.
20 overkills. Saya player on this map has done so much. Alongside Izu, the rest of the team as well. Execute with that final TP over on top. I mean, this is a new T1.
Let's go, man. Let's
All the
go.
way into market. Now this will be able to circumvent the Sage wall a little bit. Trying to break it from both sides, but right now the members that are inside, they might be in a little bit of trouble. They have to just stay alive until the rest of the team can crawl in through a B main, waiting for the slow orb to dissipate. Now T1 already all swarming the site as well. It's a quick flood, trying to make sure that they can take control back of the site. And Izu
Okay.
just cannot get enough
GENG,
kills.
come to play.
And all of a sudden, Rossi finds himself left alone in the middle of the map, up against 4 members of GENG.
Here, running over while the spike gets
X-Ray
planted.
once again,
Really
playing
tough
woman.
for him to
And Zai is on
way
the
out of
side,
this
man.
one. As he looks for some of these angles and duels. Able to take out the camera, gets down the first. But that tripwire right in front of him. He's got a bit of utility.
Yeah, and especially as a Gecko here, just getting a couple more kills could mean a big thing. Trying to get that Thrash online early. We see it come on very early on Sunset a lot of the times. And now GENG recognizes that. They don't want to give up the free kills.
Yeah,
See,
time is
enough
low
time
too.
has passed. The wingman had just been used to scout as well, so he's not going to be able to use that for the defuse until a little bit later. No time left in the round. And Rossi just looking for one more kill on the exit. He gets one. Will not get the fourth, but that is 3 points towards that threat. All the way through top mid. It's going to be more targets than T1 bargained for. They have no idea. Izu
Okay,
had no
5v3.
idea
Rossi
what
has
was in
trash.
store for him. Too many targets to choose from. And Lakia still here. Over on the lurk, ready to pinch when the time is right.
Oh, Rossi,
He
that
needs to
was
get this
not
kill,
the
and he
Lakia.
will. Sight is now opened up
Too good,
for
man.
free. Cyanix Curate going through the smoke early. Saya catches sight of one, but they need to go as a double team, trying to get the spike. And Curate goes in a little bit too far forward ahead of his teammates, and he's all alone. Thinks he can maybe deny the spike plan. And Saya, I mean, what can you do here? Sure, you've had some great shots as the chamber, but this time it's gonna be none. Going deep with no audio. T1.
Whoa.
This is a journey, and it may not be a
What?
good
Okay,
one
you
if
got
they
one of
commit
this.
to it. It's a quick trade, and they will have to back off. You don't want to try to hold on to tiles without control of the rest of the map. Just secure it, waiting as a bit of a curveball, bit of a wild card. And meanwhile, Rossi will look to hold backside of A, looking to go for a retake on the A site. GENG will have to spend their time clearing corners, because here's the thing, they're feeling the pressure that if Tiles was taken over, was there a pinch on the A site? Cam going to be used on a timing.
GENG's wondering about it, but at the same time for T1, it's high risk, high reward. Execute has to be very, very cautious with how he wants to peek out. Trying to play around the cyber cage now. He knows that GENG's pretty much committing to this A site. The team is here to play alongside him, but he has to stay alive. Oh, Meteor just turns around. The trip wasn't even off yet. Just having the awareness to check for it, and now it's a 3-on-4 retake.
I mean, how does Meteor think to check once more when he still has the trip? He would have been safe if he just stayed away, but for now, all eyes still on the retake as it tries to go through. Never mind, it will get stopped
Once
as
again,
soon as it
they are
begins.
dodging Zaya, man.
T1 does not even
He needs to get involved in the
step into
on the
site.
fights, man.
Saya gets a consolation
He's having such a great
kill.
day, but you
1
gotta
point
save.
towards his-
Timeout.
GENG, they sense something's different. It's not the same reaction, and this time it is the pinch. The Dizzy set up alongside the Rolling Thunder.
Well done, man.
There's the Cyber
Well
King
played,
to
bro.
ram it, but
Clean,
not enough.
flawless round,
Perfect
dude.
execution, a clean read from T1. They know that the audio's been cut, but wait up. It's going to be another quick one. Draws out the fault line. It's the same plan. Texture knows that there should be 2. There always has been, but this time it's going to be 3.
Woo!
And
Man, this kid.
3 as he'll get the 3 K
So good, bro.
himself. Dwindles down GENG to 2 members and a fallen KO. Munchkin, he will get raised. Oh, but STAX, he's going to go for the trade.
So it's Lakia and Munchkin are low.
So low. Not even 50 HP combined between Lakia and Munchkin.
Saya's a little bit far away. Just needs to stay alive.
Zaya has res,
Time
man.
gone. Might be able to head over to a body and maybe pop off a res. I think that's what they want to do.
Yeah, and GENG might be looking to just gain more
For the moment.
space. They realize that this res might be happening. The
Oh,
fragment
nice.
just a little bit off, but that lets T1 know minimum. It's Munchkin still over here, and now
Oh, the
that's all a
pinks.
ruse to try to set up Lakia. Is Saya
What a
ready
day,
for it?
Zaya.
He is,
What a day,
'cause
bro.
You don't see any further reactions, and now the immediate ultimate as well. I mean, the read is perfect from T1. The
Yeah,
timing
gotta save this
absolutely
Munchkin.
ruined, and now Munchkin knows that it's going to be more about staying alive.
Timeout.
Yeah, still has the shock darts texture, incredibly sharp. The smokes have been set up. They're watching the angle. Karen set up on top. So sharp with it.
What?
Almost a 4th Lakia, nailing it down. GENG on top.
Surely you're ready for it. STAX tries to fake it out, but Texture, he has seen this time and time again. Reads right through the bluff. Takes out Izu, and that's the call for the execute, but STAX on site. Trained on Telbo. That's
What?
an ace for STAX.
Not my boy, bro. Holy shit, STAX. The legend, man.
I do not want to count them out. Still got this off angle. They're trying to get pinched. Just in a good enough position to deny that wingman. Now the spike's out in the open. Izu able to take a frag off though.
Yeah, Meteor will have to reposition. His ghost does get hurt. He tried to only fire 1 shot to fake them out. He's trying to get ahead of the wall. Does he find the opening? The Cyber Cage goes up, but Rossi already too fast into it. The wall perfectly placed. They'll still watch the small crack as well. Saya aware of the limitations of the Sage here on the B site. Texture with a fast flank. He gets 1 on STAX. That's the breach down. They have to clear out the flank first if they want to have any peace of mind. Needs to be a double team. Texture buys time for his teammates. Trying to go and stick the defuse. Karen gets 1, but Saya with a quick trade. Nobody on the spike just yet. Texture now coming back to try to open it up for Meteor, who gets 2. The reload. Saya, now he knows. Texture's coming in from one side. He can't get through the wall. He's holding it close. And the swing.
God.
Texture, the jet for GENG. Does it all here in the Meteor. Trying to dance around the boombot, trying to find an opportunity, but he will have to back off for now. The paranoia is good. It opens things up for Izu, but they don't quite have full control yet. Finally, taking down Meteor.
Okay, which way?
Yeah, and Texture gets a trade each. Trying to hold down the crossfire. Secure it. Fires back. Now they know they've targeted them all the way through. Dizzy sent out, so you still have the numbers advantage 3-2. Wall will be used to make sure that there is no rotate. Saya positioning himself above. Wall.
Oops, sorry.
Blocks it off a little bit too. Tougher retake for GENG now, despite, you know, making it actually winnable. Spotted out the angle.
Okay,
though.
2v2.
Just right
Oh my
underneath
god,
him.
man.
Lucky on the other side, pushing past the smoke once it dissipates. It's all down to Rossi. 1-on-2. Clear angles, but no escape route. He has to land
likes this, man.
every single shot.
It's a good off angle, but the smoke forces him to bounce out.
He loves this, bro. He's so good at clutching, man.
For Rossi, a costly buy round, but a win nonetheless.
Say this is where GENG feels the most comfortable within range. to strike down T1. T1 has to watch their backs. They're waiting for the cooldown to go off. And here comes the Thrash. Unfortunately, not quite able to spray it down, and that's the go button for T1. Excurrent presses on the pressure. Sean steps into the back of sight, waiting for those flashes to go through. He wants his teammates to peek along.
Oh no, he missed.
Able to burst down Texture. That off is far.
Yo, Excurrent, that was insane, bro.
An Excurrent will find the final 2 frags to give himself the quad. Might just be in a prime position to strike them down.
Oh, the tripwire is good, but the backup even better from T1 as they're trying to back in. Never mind, Charon's backup, absolutely monumental. Bracing sound goes through the crack, finds a 3rd kill as well. STAX trying to make sure that they have control of the site. The spike has been planted. It's a battle for time.
A 50 here would be huge for GENG, man. I love this kind of round.
To walk through it. Anti, Excurrent, good timing on it, but Charon even faster on the jiggle. The round should be going T1's way, all things considered.
Oh my god.
Mind. We did not consider all the things as you see the spray. And Charon, he wants
Woo!
to get it. The ace through the stun.
Oh my god, this kid, man, is unbelievable.
Sends T1 into the Shadow Realm. What is that?
What is that indeed, my friend?
What an ace. I mean,
He was stunned in that last shot. What?
Oh my god, look at this aim, bro.
Aces here today between STAX and Charon.
Oh
But
my
this one,
god,
right
bro.
as the stun comes out,
Cold as well, man.
bang.
Timeout.
Do they have a backup plan for this Rolling Thunder? I mean, yeah, you have the null command, but you're not going to have to stop the actual launch of that ultimate. And there it is. The Rolling Thunder still comes out. No command used, but they will have to respect it. Give space, but Meteor, he actually dodges it. He pushes
Meteor is crazy, man.
and he gets 2.
Oh my god, that's huge, bro.
STAX able to fire back, but now they're positioned.
Insane play.
GENG has the numbers. Locky
Bazaya has us.
the A site, but he's going to start moving now. Starting to go in for that lurk, that flank. Rest popped off by Saya player to give T1 back to even numbers.
They gave the spike over
that was
to
a hard
Excurrent.
shot.
They have that Omen ultimate. They're just going to full send it. They realize if the opposite mid, surely the site is empty. But that's a counter ultimate from
Oh my
Charon.
god.
STAX gets 1, but right now Excurrent, he's all alone. He cannot try to stick the spike just yet, because then he's just going to get swarmed. 10
The economy
seconds
from
left.
GENG is not good,
Backup
man.
needs to arrive, but Texture is ready for it. He misses the first shot.
Oh my
Easy
god, who
gets
is this
the kill.
guy?
And now Excurrent starts to plan. Charon all alone in no man's land. How in the world?
Oh, Munchkin's pissed, man. He's mad, bro. He's mad. He's mad.
No, that was Excurrent's
What you guys are doing? 11 to 9, my friend.
One of these rounds.
Not the best weapons for GENG, but man, last time they were on 50, Charon got an ace. They love this kind of round.
See if they go for a reclear.
It's one of the things they are known for, so T1 needs to be careful, man.
Now door broken. It's gonna be.
But don't play with fear, man.
Paranoia sets up for market counter paranoia, but it's still going to be that 1v1 against Meteor. Sorry, Birdcage.
along with the fragment as well on the spot from Munchkin. Charon and Munchkin will continue to fire through. Good trades from Rossi and Izu though.
And Meteor's still alive over in B main. I don't know if they realize this at all. Rossi's not ready for it. STAX thankfully
See, man?
does get the trade. Spike recovered. Now waiting, gets pinged. Texture dashes in, sees Izu.
Oh my god, oh my
Sprays
god.
him down, realizes Izu's sticking to it with the tracers.
Oh.
STAX tries to draw them out.
No, it's about the chip
Here's
players,
the
man.
Sheriff. Goes for the fault line, wants to get the peek onto one. He wants to isolate the 1v1s, but can he do it? Now they've
30
grouped up.
seconds left.
It's a 2v1 no matter how you cut it. And GENG, no reason
This is
to
the
rush.
kind of round that
All you
legends.
need to do is group up. And the timing in favor of Lakia and Texture.
Not this time, man.
Texture
Not
gets
this
the
time.
spam through the wall.
Mapping series points for GENG.
Saya player, does he find the kill? That's a big one. Weakens out, yeah, the B side. Draws out the 0 point as well. Nobody gets tagged. This is just working out perfectly for T1.
Surely you just press in off of this, right?
Absolutely,
What
but
was
this
that?
may be a little greedy.
What?
No, you saw the wall break. Oh, that's not a good sign. Saya quickly calming everything he just saw. And the
Munchkin.
thrash goes in, but Charon goes ahead of it. They have no idea that he is
Oh
trying to
my
support. He
god, oh
wants
my
all the
god, oh my
information. He
god.
wants the spike. He
Yo,
wants
this kid is unbelievable, bro.
Charon holds it down.
1v2
for
Texas on the
GENG.
flank.
Only 10
10
seconds
seconds
left. They will get the spike plant.
Spike planted.
But Texture, they have no
They have no
where
idea,
he's
they have no
coming
idea,
from.
they have no
They've
idea.
never seen him in this round.
One
It's
enemy
now
remaining.
a 1v1. Saya versus STAX.
Man.
The reigning champion from
GG.
brings it home for GENG on their first day of VCT Pacific Stage 2.
What a game, man.
They stay on top, the best team in the world. GENG shows that they do not drop a single